Like many of you, I woke up 2 mornings ago to multiple news alerts that the United States had just encountered the worst mass shooting in our modern U.S. history. I bring this event up specifically because I also learned that 2 people from my hometown, Anchorage, Alaska, were murdered. I learned my brother went to high school with the daughter of one of the victims, Doreen Anderson, and the other, Adrian Murfitt, the other victim, and I had mutual friends. Although I didn't know them personally, this hit home, because even in the far reaches of Anchorage, Alaska, I was still impacted by the tragedies that came from hatred and gun violence. I'm going to walk you through the background of the shooter known at this time, then through the chain of events that stole the lives from mothers, fathers, and countless others. 64-year-old Stephen Craig Paddock from Mesquite, Nevada is described by his brother as a man with no religious affiliation and no political affiliation. This was something that they didn't expect. He was a retired accountant, real estate investor, and a professional gambler. A former FBI profiler, Mary Ellen O'Toole, described his actions as well planned out and strategic. Last week, he checked into the Mandalay Bay Hotel, and he spent his time gambling in the casinos and stockpiling a hoard of almost 23 weapons. While staged on the 32nd floor the night of the 30th, Paddock smashed the window, opening up to the concert down below. What followed was a state of confusion, shock, and panic. The concert was a part of the Route 91 festival with a crowd of around 22,000 people in Las Vegas, Nevada. Just after 10 p.m., while the popular country singer Jason Aldean was singing, Paddock opened fire on the crowd below. Testimonies from survivors showed most people were in disbelief and believed the gunshots were actually fireworks. Everything didn't set in until they looked around during the pauses of the noise and they realized those around them had been shot. After reality set in, there was mass panic. People began falling left and right while everyone else tried to stampede to escape. One eyewitness, Michelle Leonard, said she watched as her friend prayed over the dead bodies. In the end, Paddock killed himself. In the aftermath of the massacre, left 59 people dead and over 500 wounded from gunshot wounds and from wounds they obtained while running away, trying to escape the firing. You heard me describe a fairly normal man with an average life, then heard as I unraveled the horror that came as a result of his actions. Think about what those victims must have gone through, what their families will always have to go through, and picture yourself in their shoes. If you are as shaken up as I was, and you're wondering, what do I do now? How can I help? I encourage you to donate. You can donate blood. While it might not go to Vegas specifically, if something like that happens here, it'll help everyone. And I encourage you to contact your local representatives. Despite your position on the issue of gun control, one way or another, I think we can all agree this is something that has to change and needs to stop.